Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another car review. Hope you're all doing great. It has been a while since I've uploaded a video because I was sick and couldn't go out and shoot in the lockdown. I'm sorry for that. Anyways, so in today's video, I'll be reviewing the base model Jeep Compass 2021 facelift. Well, if you're someone who is new to this channel, I make car reviews, so consider subscribing it and tap on the bell notification for the latest updates. Now, this Jeep Compass 2021 that you're looking at is the base model Sport, where you'll be getting almost all the features like the infotainment, alloys, etc., which is quite impressive for a base model, I would say. Speaking of base model, you have other variants like Longitude Limited 80th Anniversary Edition, and followed by top variant Model S. Out of these models, I have already reviewed Limited 80th Anniversary Edition. So if you're interested in watching that video, I'll be pasting the links in the description box below for the video, so you can check that out later. Now coming to the engine specifications, this is a diesel one, and also you have the option for the petrol as well. So this base model is powered by a diesel unit, which is a 4-cylinder 2-liter multi-jet 2 diesel engine, which puts out 170 brake horsepower and a maximum torque of 350 Newton meters, which is mated to a 6-speed manual transmission and a 6-speed automatic transmissions as well. While on the other hand, the petrol variants are powered by a 4-cylinder 1.4-liter multi-air petrol engine, which puts out 163 brake horsepower and a maximum torque of 250 Newton meters, which is again paired to a 6-speed manual transmission and a 7-speed DDCT or the dual dry clutch transmission. Well, that's all about the powertrains. By the way, the Jeep Compass 2021 facelift is available in 4x2 and 4x4 drive types for the diesel variants, whereas for the petrol, it's only available in 4x2 drive type. So if you're someone who is adventurous and willing to do some decent off-roading, then diesel would be your option. Alright, now let's move on to the exteriors and the design. At the front, you have this typical Jeep 7-slot grille with silver accents, and the grille isn't functional as such. On the bonnet, you got the Jeep logo. The headlamps have been changed from the previous one. Now you get these new LED reflector headlamps along with DRLs, while on the top variant Model S you will be finding LED projector ones. This base model doesn't get any fog lamps as such in the lower bumpers. All you get is basic claddings. However, on the sides you have these squared wheel arches. Now the wheels are 17 inches while the top variants are fitted with 18-inch ones. Like I said earlier, you'll be getting alloy wheels from the base model itself. So these are 17-inch 5-spoke alloy wheels, while the 18 inches have a different pattern. Coming to the braking department, all the 4 wheels are equipped with disc brakes. Suspension wise, at the front you get MacPherson strut with lower control arm, and at the rear it's a multi-link suspension with strut assembly. Now moving on to the door handles, these have the remote keyless entry and go function. The wing mirrors are finished in matte black, and also you have the turn indicators in them as well. You won't be getting any rain sensing wipers and roof rails. Well, you'll be finding these features from the later variants. Well, this is the key of the base model Compass. All you have is lock and unlock switches. Now moving to the rear section, you get these LED taillights along with the turn indicators. The lower portion of the bumper has the reflector along with the parking sensors. Being a base version, you do get a rear parking camera, and it's placed under the tailgate, as you can see here. There you have the handle to open the tailgate. The rear window has the defogger along with the wiper, followed by the high mount stop lamp and the shark fin antenna. As this is a base version, you will be getting a normal tailgate, which means you have to open it manually. However, the variants above base model do get a automated tailgate or an electric tailgate, so you can operate it through your key fob. Now the boot capacity that you get in this Jeep Compass 2021 is 438 liters, which is a decent amount of boot space. The floor in the boot is pretty flat, so loading or unloading your luggage is quite easy. And on the either sides you have these storage spaces. Also you have the tie points, trunk lights on either sides, and underneath the trunk you get this space saving spare wheel, which is a steel one, not an alloy as such. And the speed recommended when you use this spare tire is 120 km per hour or 75 miles per hour. Good to know that. The boot space can be extended with those 60 and 40 split seats at the rear, so you have a lot of practicality. Alright, let's close the tailgate. Well, that's all about the boot space. Now let's move on to the interiors. Let's start with the rear seats. So as you can see on the doors, this base model Compass gets this fabric finish, which is in grey color, along with this double orange stitching as well. And the material is soft, it's not like any other cheap kind of fabric. You have the power window buttons. The door openers gets this silver finish. In the top variants, the handle is surrounded by piano black finish. The lower doors have decent sized pockets for your water bottle, and next to it you have the speaker. The seats also, you get them in fabric along with orange stitching. Right in between the seats you have this armrest along with 2 cup holders. The seats are soft and cushy. However, the top variants get leather seats. So as you can see, I'm sitting in the rear seat. The front driver seat has been pushed to its maximum limit and you're left with this much knee room and leg room. So it's quite comfortable sitting in the rear seats. Also you have the rear AC vents for better cooling, and these vents are vertical in shape. Following it you have a USB port and a 12 volts power socket. Well, this is how the front dash layout looks like. Pretty modern, I would say. Grab handles on the ceilings along with light and a hook for your coat. Also you have seat pockets for your magazines or newspapers. This base model doesn't get any panoramic sunroof as such. It is seen in the later variants. Well, that's all about the rear seats. It's quite comfortable and convenient. Now moving to the front doors, you get the same grey fabric treatment over here. The door openers are finished in silver. On the side armrest you have these controls. You got lock and unlock, child lock, power window buttons. Not to mention the driver's side and the passenger side have the auto up and down window function, followed by ORVM controls. The lower portion have these large door pockets. Next to it you have the speaker with the silver surround. The quality is great on the doors. You have soft touch materials. Down there you have the pedals. Moving up you have the light controls, followed by headlamp leveling adjustment, and also the instrument cluster illumination. And here you have the bonnet lever opening. Now the seats here get manual adjustment. However, the top variants are equipped with electric or powered seats. You get adjustable headrests. The upholstery used here is fabric. The top variants will be getting leather. You see the dash gets the same fabric, grey fabric that you have seen on the doors. You get the same type of finish over here. Alright, let's get in and check the rest. So as you can see here, you get the new 3-spoke steering wheel for this Jeep Compass facelift version. The steering wheel feels nice. However, it's not leather wrapped. The steering column is tilt and telescopic adjustable, so you can easily adjust your comfortable position. You get this new Jeep logo rather than a circular one which I have seen in the previous version. On the left side you get instrument console buttons. However, being a base model, the right side doesn't get any controls as such. Behind the wheel on the right side you have the wiper controls, and on the left you have the turn indicator controls. The build quality on this Jeep Compass 2021 is absolutely great. I mean, the entire front dash has this soft touch materials. The fabric finish and these good quality plastics makes it premium compared to its rivals. The glove box has decent sized storage, also has a light in it. On the top you get this interior rear view mirror followed by reading lamps. The sun visor has a vanity mirror inside but doesn't have a light as such. As you can see, this is the flip key of this base model. Let's turn on the ignition. Give me a second. Oh, the infotainment displays some sort of graphics when you turn the ignition on, which is really nice. Now the instrument cluster or the console that you get here is an analog one, where the analog dials have been separated by a 3.5-inch TFT display in the center. So on the left side you get a tachometer and on the right you have the speedometer. The MID or the center display shows you a lot of features and functions. It shows you range, fuel economy, temperature, gear indicator, your service records, audio controls, messages. Also it shows you digital speed, which can be changed to mph or miles per hour, which wouldn't be necessary in India because we follow kmph. But nonetheless, it shows you a lot of information that you need. However, it's not as expansive as a fully digital instrument cluster that you get in the top variants, but it gets the most of the job done. Now moving on to the center dash, you get this floating infotainment touchscreen system. Well, this is a 8.4-inch Uconnect infotainment touchscreen system from Jeep, which supports Bluetooth, USB, and also wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, which is really good. If you want more features, a larger infotainment screen along with premium speakers, then you have to opt the variants above this base model, where you'll be getting a 10-inch infotainment touchscreen, which supports connected car tech features. As you can see, you can control the AC functions from the screen itself. So you can increase the fan speed, decrease it, increase or decrease the temperature. So overall, this base model infotainment touchscreen is great. It has all the required features. You get Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, which should be more than enough. Now following the infotainment screen, you have this set of buttons over here. You got idle on-off switch, traction control off switch, hazard light, park assist, passenger airbag indication, followed by these AC vents. Now you can either control your AC functions from the infotainment touchscreen or these physical ones. You have both the options, so it depends on your reach while you are driving. Well, this Compass being a base model gets manual AC functions. However, the next variants have been equipped with dual zone automatic climate control system. You can increase or decrease the fan speed with this knob and the switches for increasing or decreasing the temperature. You can also turn off the infotainment screen if you don't want it. Now we get two USB charging ports. One is a USB-C type and the other one is a USB-A1 or the normal USB port, again, which is really thoughtful. You have some space to put your phone or your wallet. And again, being a base model, you don't get any manual handbrake, but rather you get an EPB or an electronic parking brake. The gearbox here is a 6-speed manual gearbox, which gets a solid metal knob. I guess it's aluminum. It feels very solid. You get two square-shaped big cup holders, which can fit medium-sized bottles to big bottles as well. Followed by an armrest, which is slidable and also finished in leather. And inside you have decent storage space. Well, that's all about the interiors that you get in this Jeep Compass base model. The Jeep Compass is known for its build quality and the safety. It's a pretty safe crossover SUV. Speaking of safety, this Jeep Compass 2021 gets the following safety features. You get all-speed traction control system, electronic stability control, ABS with EBD, ISOFIX child seat mounts, electronic roll mitigation, hill start assist, tire pressure monitoring system, and a 360-degree camera. Finally, coming to the on-road prices, this base model Jeep Compass diesel costs around 22,78,000 rupees on-road Delhi, while the top variant diesel costs around 29,58,000 rupees on-road Delhi. While on the other hand, the base model petrol costs around 20,60,000 rupees on-road Delhi, while the top model S petrol costs around 29,67,000 rupees on-road Delhi. So that's all about the Jeep Compass base model 2021, guys. So if you're satisfied with this video, give it a like and share. And please consider subscribing our channel for more such car reviews like this. And see you in the next video. Take care.